obviously with the move with Jamie Graham going to the forward line line coach role, I got offered the role to coach East Perth, to be the senior coach. So a bit of a dual role for me this year, coaching East Perth, but also looking after the young development forwards again. I think I've got 6 guys under me that I've got to really focus on their development at West Coast. There's a fair workload that comes with the role, in doing a dual role. The majority of my time spent here at the club developing obviously the West Coast players and the 6 guys that I'm directly involved with in the forward line. But you know, obviously from an East Perth point of view, then it's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday nights, and then game day, obviously a reserves game and a league game. So there's a fair bit of time commitments with the role. Managing it pretty well at the moment, which is good, and the club's been really good, and obviously with Gavin Bell, my direct manager, and obviously Adam Simpson, are very mindful of my time and making sure that I get the balance right. So it's working really well at the moment. There are some high demands, but yeah, managing it well.
Luke was a perfect fit for us for East Perth. We needed Jamie Graham to step up as a forward line coach with the AFL boys, and with his history, with his father, and with Luke himself being an East Perth man, it just helps the partnership. So that's good for both parties.
It's probably the one thing I missed a little bit from last year, that I didn't get any game day coaching. I certainly did a role at East Perth down on the bench and talking to the line coaches, but you know, the one thing I was really passionate about was coaching and doing some game day coaching, and when obviously the East Perth role came up, I thought this is a great opportunity to get back in the coaching box and again further my own coaching career.
Obviously Webby is an East Perth favourite son, and he was involved last year, so I don't think a lot's had to change, but he's put his own stance on things and own touch on things, so it's great. I'll work closely with Webby because he's a forward line development coach, and he'll do a great job at East Perth.
Yeah, obviously I've known Webby for a really long time, and one of his real strengths as a person is building relationships. He gets on well with everyone. He knows how to relate to a lot of different people, so I think that's held him in really good stead with his coaching. He's obviously done it before at the Northern Bull Ants and did a pretty good job there. So you know, at the moment it looks a little bit tough for him, but you know, he's dealing with a really young side down at East Perth, and as long as he's developing each individual to become the best they can be, well, that's all we ask for him.
Probably the one big thing that I've learnt is certainly about the way we educate our players. You can't just roll out the same thing all the time. We're continually looking to change things up and find out the best way to get our message across and involve the playing group. Certainly that's one thing I've learnt coming here to West Coast. You know, you can get stuck in a bit of a way of doing the same thing the whole time, but you know, we're challenged to try and innovate. We're challenged to try and change things up and keep it nice and fresh for the players, and you know, I think we've done that really well here from a coaching group, but also too from my stuff, really trying to innovate and change things up for my players and keep it fresh.
Go!